So for a bit of context, I kind of want to go back. How did you first get into dance? What was it about the medium that really spoke to you?
I was 8 years old, and my mom's best friend's daughter was into dance. And I saw my mom was like, let's put Sarah into it. Maybe she'll love it. And I did love it. And I think the first thing that really drives me into dance is that energy and moving to rhythm and that physical sensation of your heart pumping and like sweating and then feeling like you engage with the people in the room on in such a kinetic level that was
Hmm.
really special to me, and I didn't have that kind of experience anywhere else. So that's where I started doing dance. And I actually started with Latin ballroom dance, and I started training in China. And then, but I couldn't find a partner after I immigrated to Canada. So I started doing solo. Yeah, I started training contemporary and ballet.
Oh
Yeah.
wow, okay. I kind of wondered how the Latin ballroom dancing mixed in there with all these other genres that you have going on because it's a lot of like contemporary ballet and hip hop. And then I was like, ballroom dancing? Fascinating.
Yeah, yeah. I think for me, it's that level of discipline and conditioning because it
Mm,
does require a lot of stamina and strength. And then I felt that builds a very good foundation for me. And also because ballroom is partner dancing that I am used to working with people in a
hmm.
very young age, so that when I go like dance at a company and all of that kind of stuff, then I just know how to, yeah,
Hmm.
work with people.
And speaking of collaboration and working with people, your latest work, you're going to be performing it here in Edmonton with Good Women Dance Collective, and that's titled Silent
Mm.
Howl. And from my understanding, it's inspired very much by your lived experience with a seizure disorder. And so I imagine that for you, expressing yourself through movement is normally a very cathartic process. But what has your experience been like
Mm.
with this particular project?
I think for me, it almost feels like it's a journey to healing because at the same time, I've been working on this project for almost 2 years now, and it
Mm,
was the exact time that I finally had the courage to really investigate what this condition is and finally got like the kind of like treatment and the help that I needed, which is not easy and it took a long time because I have mental illness,
mm,
and it is very easily confused,
yeah.
like on a physical level, like your symptoms between like being neurodivergent and mentally ill, they're two different things, but
Mm,
they're very easily confused. So I think Silent How is also like a platform, like a voice for me to really feel safe in expressing those feelings.
yeah.
And it helps me find a way to communicate that to the world, like my condition to the world.
Hmm. And so, in addition to, choreographing incredible dances, you're also known to dabble a bit in a variety of digital medias, which you mentioned earlier, to enhance your performances. And, if I'm not mistaken, you recently gained a residency to explore the idea of AI combined with dance. Now, I'm curious, what do these technologies and various digital techniques lend to your artistic practice?
Yeah, so I was brought into the digital world with dance because of COVID, actually. Because I was
Oh.
in dance school still in 2020, and then everything was shifted online. So I have to learn how to use all these platforms, and I was very luckily had a mentor, a teacher, Sophia Wolf, who is the founder of Form Festival, and she really introduced me to digital media and how dance can exist on a screen. And then as I continue to explore in that realm, I get very excited about what can technology do to our bodies that our real life bodies cannot do.
Oh.
So using AI technology and all of that kind of stuff is like really pushing that boundary of choreography can only exist in a physical body. Like choreography can exist in lines. It can exist in whatever shapes or forms that I put in. And that was cool to me to investigate.
Yeah, that is really cool. Okay, and so lastly, as a contemporary dance artist who in my opinion, is really pushing the boundaries of movement and media, and like you said, what you can do beyond just a physical, real space, can I ask you what
Mm.
you think the future of dance as an art form looks like?
The first thing that came to mind is I think COVID really changed how people see dance.
Mm,
Um, that like traditionally there's so much live performances inside a theater, and because of COVID there's that shift into digital space, there's that shift outdoors creating site specific work, and also very interestingly there's the mixed reality conversation within dance, and I also actually have an AR dance performance and augmented reality kind of thing. So I do feel like one part of dance, or like one dimension that dance can really go into is that integration of technology and dance. And the other dimension I feel like is what is movement? Because I went to a dance school that was very hyper focused on Western style of
mm,
dancing.
mhm.
And then I really feel like, especially in Vancouver, that this few years, there are so much conversation about ethnic dances and
Yeah.
hip hop and street dances that are really starting to emerge and starting to see like as at the same level of a Western dance and being put into theaters and all of that. So I foresee a lot of collaboration between different kind of dance forms.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Sarah, for sharing some time with us here on CKUA. Really appreciate it, and very much looking forward to your show, Silent Howl, which is going to be taking place in part with Good Women Dance Collective here in Edmonton as part of their Convergence, taking place November 16th and 18th at the Westbury Theater.